Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. This is Someone Talks About Something. I'm someone, you're someone, we're all someone. And today, what we're going to be talking about is the best Nickelodeon show ever. I know that's not like the highest bar or biggest accomplishment ever, but it's still an accomplishment and stuff. I mean, the only other show that really compares with this one is Thundermans. Nothing else compares with Henry Danger, though, besides Thundermans. What? Game Shakers? If your favorite Nickelodeon show is Game Shakers, please never watch Nickelodeon again. Like, I'm serious. Do not watch Nickelodeon ever again if Game Shakers is your favorite show. They made new games and all, but no, their show was bad and stuff. But I loved this show growing up. Henry Danger, amazing show. Watched every single episode of it growing up. However, though, now that I'm older, watching this show, I kind of realized that Captain Man is not the hero or the protector of Swellview. No, he's the villain of this show. He puts people in harm's way. He would kill people if they really cared about, like, being accurate to what really happens and stuff. And he commits crimes and stuff. He does these horrible things. And that's what I'm going to prove to you today. Now, I've spent the last couple weeks spending 50 plus hours researching and stuff like that for this video. And we're going to break it down season by season, but first we're going to break it down with the first episode just so you guys kind of have a metric of how I'm kind of judging what he does and if it's good or if it's bad or not. Now, first thing we see is we do see that Captain Man did save some animals from a burning pet store. Now, this gives us our first problem with certain things, is that when Captain Man does certain good things, we can't tell how many people he saved or how many people he helped or whatever, because it really doesn't give us that number. And this is one of those examples. Now, it says he saved animals from a burning pet store. We don't know how many. We see a picture, and it looks like he's holding 2 or 3, and I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's holding 3. So we're going to count him as saving 3 animals. Now, this is where we meet the 3 main kids of the show. Henry, Hart, Jasper Dunlap, and Charlotte Page. Now, Jasper is worrying about his birthday party, Charlotte's working on homework, and Henry is looking for a job. What do you need a job for at 13? Like, this is one of my problems with the show, is I know Alex Myers brought this up in his video he did about Henry Danger. It's like, what are you looking for a job at that point? What do you need? Like a toothbrush or a piece of underwear or an Xbox, something, a subscription? I don't know. What do you, like, it just makes no sense to me. So he's looking for a job, and he finds a store called Junk and Stuff where they're looking for some help. So he runs off there to apply for the job and stuff. And when this is where we meet, first see Junk and Stuff. And then he goes down to this elevator, presses the button, and this happens. Now, after Henry falls like a bajillion feet, if you're actually wondering, it's 264 feet he falls, or roughly half a mile, which is definitely enough to kill someone, because dangerous heights of falls start at a minimum of 6 feet, and anything higher than that just increases the chance significantly and stuff. Now, this is where we meet Ray Manchester, aka Captain Man, the person who we're saying is the villain of the show. Henry's noticeably excited about this, which, I mean, I get, like, it makes sense. You just met a superhero. However, though, what Ray does here, Captain Man, he shoots a phone out of Henry's hand, and it melts the phone because Henry's trying to tell Jasper about this, who his best friend is. Now, the reason we're counting this as bad is, dude, just grab the phone out of his hand. Don't shoot it. The phone's small, and you could easily melt his hand from your blast. So, we're counting this against him. So that's 2 things already we're counting against him. But then, we see this old lady that goes down the elevator, just like Henry did, which is, again, another person who just fell 264 feet. And then that means that the elevator, we're counting it twice. Henry fights off this person because they try attacking Captain Man. Turns out it's actually someone who works for Captain Man to kind of test to see if this person is worthy of being Captain Man's sidekick. Then, after a little suit montage, Henry is ready to be Kid Danger and stuff. And this is where we count our next thing, where Captain Man hires a 13-year-old boy to be his sidekick, which is just so irresponsible and so negligent on the part of Captain Man that we're counting it and stuff. But then there's an emergency alert all of a sudden. Before any training or anything like that happens, Captain Man and Henry go to save people from the Jandy River that just got exploded by the villain, the toddler, who we'll talk about later. And this is where we count another thing, because Henry has no training. We're counting this against Captain Man, because realistically, if you think about it, sending someone to help someone without training is actually putting both people in harm's way. So we're going to count that against Captain Man. However, though, from this experience on the bridge, Captain Man does save 7 people from drowning, so there is a positive to it for him. Fast forward to the end of the episode and stuff, we see the toddler has kidnapped Captain Man and stuff. So Henry, being a sidekick, is like, I'll go save him. He goes and saves him, but then there's an explosion that's about to happen from the toddler's pacifier, not the pacifier, his bottle, and Captain Man shields Henry from the explosion, so we will count this as a good thing that Captain Man did. And that's the end of the first episode, and right there, it shows that Captain Man did 9 good things, but 5 bad things. So right there, Captain Man is on the positive, but really, it's not that much. Like, if you think about it, it's for someone who's supposed to be a hero, did kind of close stuff to being a villain and stuff. So we skip ahead to the end of season 1, which is 25 episodes total for anyone wondering. And we get the total that Captain Man saved 4 animals, he saved 18 people and stopped 20 criminals, and a miscellaneous of 1. Miscellaneous is just something that doesn't fit into the categories we have and stuff, and it's the only way to really total it up. For a grand total of 43 things for the first season that Captain Man did good, of like saving people, stopping criminals, whatever it is. However, though, when we go look at what he did wrong, we see that he killed 36 people, if you think about it, harmed 86 people, committed 10 crimes, and had a miscellaneous of 7 for a whopping 139 total. So right there, Captain Man is really looking like a villain already and stuff. Now, if we fast forward more episodes to the end of season 2, we actually have a tie, which is the only time this happens throughout all 5 seasons, a tie of 38 each. So we see that Captain Man saved 7 people, he stopped 24 criminals, and had a miscellaneous of 7 for the total of 38, like I just said. Then, when we look over at the villain side, like I said, 38 total, he killed 23 people, he harmed 7 people, he committed 5 crimes, and a miscellaneous of 3 for a total of 38, like I've said before. Okay, and then now we fast forward to the end of season 3, where we see that he saved 37 people in total, he saved 6 animals, he stopped 8 criminals, and had a miscellaneous of 3 for a grand total of 54, which is a good number and stuff. But now, when we go look at his villain side, we see that he actually killed 21 people, harmed 71 people, and committed 13 crimes, and a miscellaneous of 13 for a total of 118. Now, before we get into season 4, if you think you are better than Captain Man and think you can, blow a bubble, fight some crime, hit that subscribe button, punch the like button, punch a comment or something. I don't know what to say, but just make sure you do it quick. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you do it? Please, 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 please. Okay, but now back to things. We got season 4 where he saved 23 people. He stopped 11 criminals and had a miscellaneous of 5 for a total of 39, which is actually his second lowest, with season 2 where he had that tie of 38 being his lowest season of good stuff he did. But then we flip over to his villain side and we see that he killed 30 people, harmed 41 people, committed 52 crimes, had a miscellaneous of 23 for a grand total of 146. 146, like, dude, you're not helping yourself at all with any of these cases. Okay, now we're down to the final season where Captain Man does get his biggest numbers, though, where he saved 22 people, he saved 4 animals, he stopped 27 crimes, and had a miscellaneous of 14 for a grand total of 67. But I'm going to be honest with you, it is not going to look good for him right after I read season 5's villain side, because it is, it's so bad for him. For his villain side, we see that he killed 94 people. 94 people! What the? Like, that's ridiculous. Right there, that covers up all he did in season 5. He harmed 241 people. 241 people? What the? What are you doing there, Captain Man? You're supposed to be the hero, and you're harming 241 people? And then he committed 61 crimes, miscellaneous of 45, for the score-breaking, the astronomical, holy moly, I don't know what else to say, 441 total for season 5. Okay, now that we've covered every single season, we're going to break down the totals completely. So, in total, he saved 14 animals, saved 107 people, he stopped 90 criminals, and had a miscellaneous of 30 for the grand total of 241 that he did good, which is good and all, but no, it's not sticking because he killed 204 people, he harmed 446, he committed 141 crimes, had a miscellaneous of 91 for, like I said before on that 441, that was astronomical. No, this one is catastrophic for him. This is absolutely horrible. It's horrific. 882 total for his villain side. That is ridiculous. And now if you're wanting the total of more to good, he did 641 more evil things than he did good. Now, some of you may be saying who are fans of the show, well, in the intro, he says, now I protect the good citizens of Swellview. And I thought about that. And I even went through and counted and took away the stuff that was like where he pushed people off trains, which would have killed them. And I removed those, and it only comes out to 89. So, if you're wanting me to add that, we'll remove those, fine. Then Captain Man did 552 things wrong more than he did good. Okay? That doesn't help the number at all. He is the villain of this show. There's no other way to look at it. He is the villain and stuff. And if you're wondering who the hero is, it's no one else than Henry Hart, Kid Danger. Dude spent from the time he was 13 to 18 fighting crime, didn't graduate high school because he was fighting crime, and saved many people, and had to fight all the criminals off of Swellview by himself for multiple days at times because of what Ray did and stuff. There's no other way to look at it. Captain Man is the villain. Henry Hart is the hero. And that's going to wrap up the video. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for other videos, please leave a comment down below. Let me know. Punch the subscribe button, punch the like button, kick it or whatever, zap it with your laser beam, I don't know. But please go check out the other 2 videos I did release today, because the way the YouTube algorithm works is you want to watch YouTubers' videos back to back to help them out. So if you could do that for me, I'm say pretty please or whatever, please do that for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you so much. Peace out.